I won't give up, Tran. Get on, let's do this, Tran. If we all work together, we can build a new Deitree. Nice blueprint, Tran. We're all super pumped to be working on something so rad. We won't give up, Tran. We shall keep building up until the new Deitree stands tall in all its glory. And when we finish this blueprint, the whole island will come to life again. It's going to be simply wonderful. The fire within my heart is alight once more. My boy, Pastor Al shall be avenged of this, I'm sure. Why did Pastor Al have to meet such a ghastly fate? I'll never forgive the children of Hargon for that. Ooh, just look at that girt big blueprint. This new Deitree is going to be a real beauty. That seals it. My days as a traveling Wiggly are over. I'll be staying here to help out and see this Deitree building business through to the end. That's if it has an end. Forgive me, Tran, but I cannot help but think that this blueprint isn't quite finished. Wait, I think I understand. This isn't the whole Deitree. It's just the bottom bits. You split it into 3 sections, right? What an excellent idea. 3 small projects will be easier to handle than one huge one. No, Tran, I learned a lot from Pastor Al, but there's one thing he never taught me. He said there was a way to bestow the Deitree with even more power, but he never got around to telling me what it was. I'll have to go over all my notes from my time under his tutelage. If I find anything out, I'll tell you right away. I was on the run from the children for a long time. There ain't no bit of the island I ain't been to. If there's anything you need to know, just ask. Thanks again for drawing up the blueprint, my boy. It's got us all enthusiastic about building again. In fact, we're also fired up about making a new Deitree that we want to help build it ourselves. I suspect that the urge to create that welled up with us... It's hard to read the list when you're cheering like that. I suspect that the urge to create that welled up within us each time you rang that great bell was all in aid of this. We're fated to help you build. The only problem is, we're not really sure what to do. We never actually built anything before, not properly anyway. That is why you must show us how it is done. Gather a few blocks of bark and begin building the blueprint, and we shall follow your lead. We'll need more than a few blocks to build this old tree. Tell you what, while you're teaching these two how to build, we'll go and collect all the materials we need. Come on everyone, let's get collecting. It seems our villagers are as eager to begin building as I. They will do their part, of that I have no doubt. But so too must we. Go, Tran, and gather enough bark to finish the lowest layer of the blueprint. Rosie and I shall watch how you do it, and teach the others. Looks like you need about 40 blocks of bark. You should be able to find all you need in the rainforest where the bodkin archers live. No doubt you'll have to cut down a tree or two to claim their bark, but it is for the greater good. It is for the Deitree. Gather the 40 blocks of bark you need and begin building the blueprint. We'll all join in as soon as we have figured out how it's done. Do I have enough? I have 32. Can you show us how to do it? We're all eager to build a Deitree, my boy, but none of us have any real building experience. You need to start things off so we can see how it's done. It seems you need to rather a lot of bark. You can get that from the trees in the rainforest where the bodkin archers live. We can lay out about 40 blocks of the stuff in the correct places. That should be enough to teach us how to do it ourselves. So there you have it, my boy. Gather 40 blocks of bark and lay them out to match your blueprint. I'm gonna go collect some bark then. Okay, I went and killed baboons until I had the remaining pieces of bark. Tran places the first 40 blocks of a new Deitree. Incredible, absolutely incredible, Tran. Watching you place those pieces of bark in the perfect position was an educational experience indeed. Why, it was positively epiphanic. I've seen you building things before, Tran, but this is the first time I've thought I might be able to handle it myself. Why, with Tran's highly detailed blueprint to work from, I'm sure we'll be able to make an excellent fist of it. Tran! Perry, what's all this shouting in aid of? We've gathered all the materials we'll need to rebuild the Deitree. We really put our blood, sweat, and tears into this, Tran. Hey, that's my fence. Jeez, people. We'll put it all in this here chest. Mr. Tran, sir, I gathered all the extra blocks of bark and leaves we need to finish the blueprint. And I tried my hand at building. I made some wooden steps. All in all, we've prepared every single thing we need to build a Deitree. And it's all in the chest. I'm glad we finally tried our hand at gathering materials. Now we know how our Tran's at it all this time. Yeah, you bet. Jeez, people. I not only had to gather, but I had to build everything. Even planting the grass was obnoxious. Fine work, everyone. Now that we have both the skills and the means, the blueprint building can begin in earnest. Alright, so what am I supposed to be doing? Well done, my boy. After watching your masterful construction work, I think we all feel ready to help build our new Deitree. All we need is a blueprint and materials, and we'll be able to lend a hand with any new structure that needs building. Of course, we cannot work without the necessary materials. If you require our assistance, be sure to lay some supplies in stock. Fortunately, it seems Perry and the others have gathered everything we need for the time being. We shall do the bulk of the building work, but it falls to you to replace the crucial heartwood, my boy. Once you have done that, our first blueprint will be completed. I think I speak for everyone when I say we're all very excited about building a new Deitree. But if we could get the beastly, ghastly children of Hargon back for being so horrid to us, that would be all the better. We're all counting on you, Tran, and you too, Malroth. I'm glad I don't have to build this thing. It looked overly complex. It seems all the preparations are in order. Everyone, I have an announcement to make. While you're away gathering materials, I was carefully studying Tran while he worked. I've gained a deep insight into the secrets of blueprint building, and I shall share my wisdom with you all. Follow my example, and we'll soon see the Deitree standing tall. For Furrowfield. I'm not shouting because my family's asleep. Power to the people. As long as you have a chest containing the necessary items, the residents will construct blueprints for you. That's pretty cool. Let's take a snapshot once enough people get in. You know what? I got a perfect vantage point for this. Snapshot mode. I guess. I don't really know anything about making it look different, so this will be our snapshot for that. This time we're gonna make a save, too. By the way, that's not August 12th, that's December 8th right there. Like, I can build a tree, sure, and it wouldn't even look as good, but to follow an entire blueprint exactly the way someone else intended it is always a little bit problematic. Like, I remodeled the bathhouse for this place, given the given the dimensions I had to work with, and the new bathhouse has more components to it, but following the blueprint is harder than just slapping down the stuff I want wherever I want it. I wonder what Pastor Al was going on about when he said there was a way to give the Deitree more power. I do remember him mentioning that when the ancient builder first built the Deitree, it was decorated with beautiful flowers in 3 different colors. When he planted all those crops before, it gave the oak tree power. Maybe planting flowers could do the same thing for the new one. Who are? 3 different colors of flowers, you say? I wonder if that's related to them chromatic Ks. Aside from the island he found the old Deitree on, there's 3 other little islands off the coast, so there are. The chromatic Ks, they used to call them. Perhaps they were named after the colors of the flowers. If nothing else, it's worth investigating. One of the islands is just to the east of my old burrow, where it first met me. You should be able to fly over from the cliff overlooking the sea there. I probably want to warp to the Fat Rat Rise first. It might even be worth your while asking some of the fat rats there for help. Please, Tran, you have to try. Head to the first of the chromatic Ks and see if there's anything that we can use there that we can use to power up the Deitree. Actually, let's finish talking to him. One of the chromatic Ks is right near my old nest. Just climb up to the cliff behind it and fly on over. If you'll be warping to the Fat Rat Rise on your way, you'd do well to stop and have a chat with the locals. Those rats know all sorts of useful information. Now head on over to the first of them chromatic Ks and see if you can't find something that would help us soup up the Deitree. Squeak, what's that, human? You want to know how to get to the chromatic Ks? One of them's just this way. Go east from here, and then go east some more. Go through the wood and over the sandy hill, and you'll hit some chalk cliffs. Climb right up to the top, and you should be able to spot it out in the offing. You need to fly the rest of the way. I hope you have a windbreaker, or you're in for a long swim. Squeak. If you do manage to get there, give my regards to the elder. The same cave, or is it a different one? I think that's the same one. May the white flowers of the Covenant bring peace to the land, a peace that lies on the far horizon. Squeak, squeak. Well, if it isn't a human, how did you get all the way over here? Hold on, a human here? Elder, Squeak, Elder, Squeak. It's a human. A human has arrived. Head on in, human. The elder will want to. Head on in, human. The elder will want to speak with you, Squeak. This is Fat Rat Man. These will be nibbled. Any caves or anything? Doesn't look like it. There's some sand on the right, but I don't think there's a cave or anything. No, that's not sand, that's a light. You can't read? No, let me read it. You're not at all like I thought you'd be. Squeak! Nice to finally meet you. Squeak! Squeak, well met, human. You're a builder, aren't you? You certainly smell like one. This can mean only one thing. It is time for me to uphold our part of the Covenant. The builder came here long ago. Squeak! He built the Deitree and imbued it with great power by means of 3 types of flowers. When the children of Hargon corrupted the tree, the elders of the Fat Rats, humans, and Bodkin archers gathered to discuss what could be done. We all agreed that the seeds of those flowers must be kept safe, until such a time a builder returned to the island and rebuilt the Deitree. So we entered into a covenant, the humans, fat rats, and bodkin archers, to keep these seeds safe and pass them on to the next builder. One of the 3 sets of sacred seeds lies in the chest behind me. Take them, builder. They're yours now. Squeak. And obtains a milk blossom seed. Are those the flower seeds we're looking for? Let's tell that big fat rat that we found them and then get back to the village. The children of Hargon came, destroyed the Deitree, and turned the soil into slime. So leaders of the fat rats, the bodkins, and the humans got together to decide what to do about it. They pledged to each protect the seeds of the holy flowers, and await the day the builder would return to save us all. And we've been waiting for you to come ever since. Go, builder, restore the Deitree and bring light and life back to the island. Squeak. To thou who comes once I am gone, I bequeath these seeds to thee. Amazing. Welcome back, Tran. Did he find out how to power up the Deitree, did he? Hang on, are they flower seeds you got there? What did you say? Oh, jeez. Tran, did you bring back some flower seeds from the Chromatic Cave? What else did you find there? The other of the fat rats was watching over them? That the flowers really must be the secret to filling the Deitree with power. All this talk of a covenant has come as a bit of a shock, though. I never imagined the humans and the fat rats and the bodkin archers would have all joined forces together like that. But it's a good thing they did, because now we can rebuild the Deitree as big and strong as ever before. As soon as this blueprint's built, you should plant those milk blossom seeds and give our new Deitree a bit of a boost. We'd better get this thing finished, hadn't we? Don't worry, you can leave most of the building to us. When we're done, all you need to do is place that piece of hardwood in the right place and the blueprint will be complete. I won't give up, Tran. I want to get... Still working on it? Let's see here. I need to put in a heartwood, they need to put in 8 leaves, okay. Just slap them down on me, why don't you? Heartwood goes right here. Tran completes the Deitree level 1 blueprint. Now that you've placed the hardwood, Tran, our first blueprint's good and finished. Yippee! Now we just have to plant some milk blossom seeds and give the Deitree some real flower power. Now that'll be something to look forward to. We Wigglies live a heck of a long time, but even so, I ain't never seen flowers before. But where should we put them? I know, let's plant them around the heartwood that Tran placed. Go on, Tran, plant 4 milk blossom seeds in the earth around the heartwood. Okay, now what? Oh, okay. Thank you a million, me handsome. I ain't never seen pretty little flowers like them before. Oh my goodness, flowers, they're so small, but so beautiful. Are you really crying over a couple of epoxy flowers? There must be something seriously wrong with you. But it's the first time we've ever seen anything like them. I'm just so happy. But what was that light? It looked like it came from the flowers. Here, I reckon that was them charging up the Deitree with all that power that I'm supposed to give it. I can hardly believe that we have built this ourselves. It wasn't so long that we were fervent followers of the children of Hargon, but now we are brilliant builders, and I shall be the much admired mayor of our community of construction. Wahahaha. Huh? Does anyone else feel that? There's a wave of energy rising up toward us. Rising up toward us. OMG, did you guys see that? That wave of light was like totally lit. Did you do that, Bonanza? Well, I didn't do it deliberately, but perhaps I have powers beyond my own reckoning. You lot are really a bunch of idiots. That was the flowers charging up the Deitree. Lemonette, and now it's got some sort of aura around it. That's wild. We should totally keep building this thing and just see just how crazy it can get. Alright, Tran, that's the first stage finished, but we're not done yet. It's time for you to draw another blueprint. We're starting to get the hang of this blueprint building business now, so make it as big as you like. Yeesh. One more heartwood at the top. Okay. I guess I should take out this bridge now. Goodness gracious me, what a wonderful blueprint you've drawn for us, Tran. Let's get building, everyone. This blueprint would be easy peasy for a wicked strong squad like us. There are still plenty of materials left in the chest, so we haven't anything to worry about on that front. We can get straight to work. You can leave the building. You can leave the building work in our capable hands, Tran. I'm sure there are a lot of other things that need doing that only you can do. If we give it our all, we shall have Tran's blueprint finished before we know it. Come on, everyone, let's get started. You know, I don't even know why I tried talking to you anymore. The one had a big exclamation mark, though. You did. Well, then just stay still so I can talk to you. This new blueprint of yours is a work of blimmin' art. I'd never be able to draw something like this, and not only because I ain't got no hands to hold a pencil in. You needn't worry about the business of constructing it, my boy. We can handle all that ourselves. Your skills are better utilized elsewhere. Speaking of which, Tran, do you think you could try and track down another of those three types of flowers? A little bit good thinking, Rosie. If it's another chromatic K you're after, I can tell you where to find it. First off, there'll be one to warp to the old tomato farm where that elful orc lives. Head east out into the bog, and you'll see a little spit of land in front of you. From there, you can fly over to the island and hopefully find some more seeds. If you need some more extra directions, I have a word with that orc. He's an elful so-and-so, so he is. Go on then, Tran. Use your windbreaker to fly to the island and find us some more flower seeds. We're gonna need to find a second set of flower seeds, me handsome. First off, you're gonna want to work to the old tomato farm where that helpful orc lives. I'd recommend talking to the elful orc at the tomato farm on your way. There ain't nothing you don't know about that old area. Off you go then, me handsome. Use that windbreaker of yours and fly over to the island to find some more flower seeds. Flower seeds. Hello again, little human. What brings you here this time? This is just a hunch, but you're not about to ask for directions to the nearest chromatic K, are you? Alright then. You'll want to head east out of the bog, then keep going straight. Once you hit the ocean, turn left and follow the coast all the way around until you reach the end of the spit. You should be able to see the chromatic K from there. If you got some way of flying, you can jump off the ends and soar on over. Wasn't that the way to the Deitree, or is that something else? Oh, okay, the Deitree was that way. So this is the flower seeds. Jump on it. May the yellow flowers of the covenant bring joy to the land, a joy that lies on the far horizon. Take the treasure wheel. Turn back now, you must. Come here for what, have you? Bottom of the swamp, no swimming. hand over our treasure, we will not. Bodkin warriors are defeated. What treasure? Oh, that treasure. Alright, looks like that's the last of them. I don't know why they were attacking one of their own, though. Thank you, humans. My life, I owe you. Reward your bravery will be. Come here. Yes, yes, come quickly. Belong to the Bodkins, this island does. Thank you, humans. Defeat the Bodkin warriors you did. Save me, you did. Their pallid purple faces, did you see? Sick, the Bodkin warriors are. Completely enraptured by the children of Hargon. Tried to steal the seeds of the Covenant, they did. Lucky you arrived in time, it was. Speaking of which, what brings you to this island, humans? A builder, you say? Building a new Deitree, you say? Then take the Daffodil Daisy seeds in this chest, you must. Seeds of the Covenant they are. Complete your new Deitree, you must. Do so and rejoice. Our ancestors will. Please, the seeds, take them. I feel like the chest is backwards, but okay. That's probably just the way I finished the map. Guess I finished it backwards. Hey, look! We finished some more flower seeds, just like Rosie asked. We found some more flower seeds, just like Rosie asked us to. Let's take this little green guy and get back. Let's thank this little green guy and get back to the farm. Terrible, the children of Hargon are. Saw the island was teeming with the power of creation, they did. Destroyed the Deitree, they did. And not only that, turned the blessed Deitree into a spore-spreading source of death and disease, they did. And to add insult to injury, blame it all on the builder, they did. Be so easily tricked, I did not think the humans would. Ah, that we entered into alliance with such credulous creatures, to think. What a terrible, terrible tragedy. Anything interesting here? I mean, there's a lot of moon blossom, but it doesn't seem to scare off the ghost anyways. See like a cave or anything. Chests on the trees. I guess we're good. Wait, what's that? Oh, that's just the entrance. No, I just want to warp back. Who are? You've gone and found some yellow flower seeds for us, haven't you? They look so lovely, I can't wait to see them in full bloom. If only old Pastor Al could have been there to see him. But that's all the more reason to finish the Deitree. It's what he would have wanted. Speaking of Pastor Al, I've been thinking more about what he said, about how we could give more power to the Deitree. I get the feeling that planting these flowers won't be quite enough to get it back to full strength. We have to do something else too. He said that we need to imbue it with the purified power of everything that blooms and bears fruit. And I'm not exactly sure how we'd go about doing that. But I'll find out, and as soon as I do, you'll be the first to know. You might have to wait a while, but I promise it'll be worth it. For now, Tran, we need to focus on finishing this air blueprint. And just like last time, it's up to you to place the final block of artwood slap bang in the middle. Hardwood is done. Daffodil Daisy. Alright, where is this spoil spore thing? There's one there in the field, one in front of me. Just those two, unless there's more inside a building. Oops. Oh well. Okay, I just want the freaking scarecrow. Worm, I really hate trying to find you all the time. Who are? You've placed a block of artwood and finished the blueprint, Abby. That's blimmin' brilliant. Now all we need to do is plant those daffodil seeds and charge the Deitree up with power, and then we can move on to the next stage. Doesn't it bother anyone else that the children of Hargon haven't tried to stop us? They must have worked out what we're doing by now. It's what they always do. I've heard stories about this a long ago before everyone began believing their lies. After they destroyed everything, the children of Hargon would always give people hope. Let us think things were all going to turn out all right again. And just when victory was so close we could taste it, they'd destroy everything all over again and throw us into more despair than ever before. That's actually pretty clever, I like it. But obviously they're an awful bunch and they have to be stopped. Tran, Malrod, I'm just as worried as you are about the children of Hargon, but we can't let that stop us. We have to focus on finishing the Deitree. Well, let's see, what do we have to do next? Oh yes, we have to find a place to plant the daffodil seeds. I think it'd be nice to plant them around the block of milk heartwood, just like you did with the milk blossoms. Go on, Tran, plant 4 daffodil seeds in the grass around the heartwood. Ooh, lemon fine work there. Them daffodils look almost as handsome as me. I'm not a huge fan of flowers, to be honest. They seem kind of weak. They smell okay, though. Apparently, Furrowfield used to be carpeted with meadows that were completely full of flowers. Imagine how lovely it must have smelled then. Once the Deitree's back in action and light and life return to the island, we can plant our own fields of flowers. Then we won't have to imagine. Beep! Did you see that? A flash of light just came out of daffodils. Huh? Where did this breeze come from? It feels kinda nice. Once again, the flowers you planted have imbued the Deitree with power. It seems it has developed the strength to drive away the ill wind somewhat. Whoa, the breeze coming off this tree is totally like firm but gentle. I feel so blessed right now. I can hardly believe it. We're really building an old new Deitree from scratch. This is blimmin' brilliant. Woo! Yippee! Now all we have to do is build the very top of the tree and the Deitree will be complete. If we're going to finish the Deitree, you'll need to draw the next blueprint, Tran. This will be the third and final section, so go all out and draw the biggest and best blueprint you can.
Yep. Yep.
4 in the corners, okay. Goodness gracious me, the third time really is the charm. What a terrific design. It looks fantastic, and what's more, once we finish this, the Deitree will be finished too. We should still have plenty of materials in the chest, so all we have to do now is jolly well build the thing. And I've worked out what we need to do to fill the Deitree with as much power as possible. You remember what I said about needing to imbue it with the purified power of everything that blooms and bears fruit? Well, that must mean our 5 crops. If we can find a way to extract the vital essence of everything we've grown so far, we can charge the Deitree with more power than ever before. I'll tell you all the ingredients that need to go into it, you just need to figure out a way to make it. Wahaha, best of luck, my boy. For the rest of us, our mission is clear. We must finish building the Deitree. We're almost there, everyone. We just need to pull together and finish this final leg. For Furrowfield, I say. For Furrowfield. Water of life. A dewy drop derived from the leaf of life and a variety of vegetables. in designing and sight Tran, and what's more, everyone here has the will and energy to see our mission through. But there's one thing that we won't be able to handle on our own. Our new Deitree needs a moat of crystal clear water. Hey, I've already got that. After all, it is a plant like any other, is it not? But the muddy water that has served us well so far isn't nearly good enough for something so holy. Gravely tells me that there is an underground spring beneath Barrowfield Bog where pure, clean water wells from the ground. So there you have it, my boy. While we continue construction of Blueprint, you must seek out this spring. To mark the location on your map so that you can head straight there, gather up the water in that bottomless pot of yours, and bring it right back. If you have trouble, it might help to ask that tomato farming orc I've heard so much about. From what I've heard, it seems you would be lost without him. New destination is good on your map. Nice one. You fill the pot up with pure water, right? That stuff should be clean enough to satisfy old Beardy. Come on then, let's get back to the farm. I'm not sure what we need to do with it once we get back, though. We should talk to Bonanza about it. Trembling Treeville's Tran, you found some pure water. I've taken the liberty of marking out 4 spots onto the Deitree for you to pour the water into. The rest is up to you, my boy. Can I do that right now? Yeah, I guess I got time. Let's fix up this place. First off, this is redundant now. Same with this one. Better hold on to the flower seeds, just in case. I don't want people messing with me. Tell me, Ansem, it seems you figured out how to make the water of life, so you have. Whatever it is, it sounds great and impressive. I'm sure it'll charge the Deitree up with no end of power. But one of the ingredients you need is a complete mystery to me. What in the world is a leaf of life? Whatever it is, I'm sure we'll find it soon enough. In the meantime, we should focus on finishing this blueprint. Well then, while we're doing that, how about E and Malroth go and find the last flower seeds we need. Head west from the bog and keep on heading west, and you'll see a pillar of rock jutting out from the sea. You can fly over to the last chromatic case from there. I'll start by warping to the banks of the fog. If I were E, have a chat with the fat rat as lives there, and he might have some helpful it's free. We're all counting on you, Tran. Please find the final set of flower seeds we need. Squeak. Hello there, human. The sky is awfully ominous today, but there's just the tiniest hint of fresh air on the wind, like the shadow of a pleasant breeze. Maybe the time is coming to fulfill the covenant. In that case, Squeak, you need to travel west, human. Travel west and keep traveling west until you go no farther. Squeak. Eventually, you'll reach the ocean. There's a sandbar leading around to the south to a great big pillar of rock. If you climb that stack and jump from the top, you should be able to fly to the nearby island and find the seeds of the human elder hid there. Squeak. Remember, human, we fat rats are behind you every step of the way. We didn't enter that covenant lightly, Squeak. May the pink flowers of the covenant bring life to the land, a life that lies on the far horizon. Whoops. Wrong button. I took a vow. I never go back on my word. Hold on, you're Goomans, aren't you? What are you doing here? You're a builder? You're going around Furrowfell looking for flower seeds to rebuild the Deitree? Goo-wee! The Gooman oozed to live on this island, you know. You came here to protect some flower seeds from the ill wind. But she died a long time ago. You poor Goomans don't last very long compared to us monsters. Before she died, she asked me to wait here until the day another Gooman came to collect the seeds, a builder like you. Apparently, the people on the mainland think builders bring desolation to spirit, but I don't think that's true. I think they're good. The flower seeds you're looking for are hidden behind this waterfall. Go ahead and take them. I was great friends with the Gooman who oozed to guard these seeds. I took over her work after she passed away. The seeds are hidden behind the waterfall over there. Please go ahead and take them. And obtains a Cora Lily seed. Alright, that's another set of seeds in the bag. Now we found all three. Let's say thanks to the slime and then get these bad boys back to the farm. Lead anywhere? Probably not. Good work, Builder. Those were the last flower seeds. You collected all the seeds from the Covenant. And now that we've delivered the 3 sets of seeds to the new Builder, the Alliance's mission is finally complete. I'm not a Bodkin or a Fat Rat or a Gooman, but I'm still really happy that this day has come. There was a slime that when Furrowfield didn't have a Deitree, but then the legendary Builder came and made one for us. Ever since then, this island has been blessed by nature's bounty. He turned it from a gooey, barren rock into a nature lover's paradise. But over slime, everyone started to think that the Deitree that brought all those blessings to the island and the Builder could build it were bad goos. Ironic, isn't it? Or if it isn't ironic, it certainly isn't goo. Apparently, the Builder went on to another island after he finished building the Deitree. What kind of person he was? Was he with Gooman? Welcome back, me handsome. I see you've got some Cora Lily seeds there. Now I found all 3 types of flowers. I always knew builders brought open happiness wherever they go. It was like that with the original Builder, and it's the same with E. Builders don't bring desolation and despair. That was just a lie cooked up by the children of Hargon. If anyone spreads despair around them, it's there. It's them. Still, something about the whole situation doesn't make sense. Why is everyone around here so eager to believe a lie like that? So the Builder came here and built the original Deitree. There weren't nothing on this island at all. The people didn't have no luxuries, that's for sure. They lived humble and peaceful lives. But after the Deitree was built, the humans changed. Oh, I think I've heard this story. Everyone started fighting about who got to use the best farmland, and where this should grow where. The old peace and quiet was replaced by fear and loathing. That's why the children of Hargon destroyed the Deitree and issued their proclamation. That the Builder who made the Deitree was a being of evil who brought desolation and despair to the island. Well, that's a pretty stupid way of looking at it. Yeah, I actually agree. Malroth, we get along pretty well. When the Deitree died, nobody forced them to lose hope. It was their choice to give up. Rosie, Perry, even the bearded wonder here, you all picked yourselves up. You even learned to love building. Bad things are going to happen in life. That's just the way it is. But it's how you react to them that matters, right? Malroth, I think so too. Come on, Tran, the Deitree's almost finished. Let's finish the blueprint and plant the flowers you found. Okay, complete the Deitree level 3 blueprint. Good in, Tran. Get in, Tran. Now that the blocks of hardwood are in place, the blueprint's good and finished. I can hardly believe it. It wasn't long ago I was fixated on destroying anything I could. Now I've helped create something so wondrous. It's been a long journey for all of us, but the end was within sight. The Deitree is also nearly complete. It just needs one last finishing touch, Tran. Would you do the honors and plant 4 coral lily seeds between the blocks of heartwood? Thank you, Tran. Thank you so much. The coral lilies have bloomed, and they smell girt lush. That's the third and final type of flower planted. Does that mean that our new Deitree is finished? Yes, we've finally done it. I can't tell you how long I've dreamed about this day. I'm happy for you, Rosie. I thought you'd have thrown in the towel ages ago. I'd never give up on this Malroth. After all, I've always dreamt of returning life to the island. Besides, didn't Pastor Al tell us not to give up on our dreams? You certainly like that word, don't you? It's always dreams this, dreams that with you. Whatever the case, we got there in the end, didn't we? We started with nothing, and now we've got a whole new Deitree. Dude, get back here. Fantastic work, Tran. The Deitree is now literally overflowing with pure, clean water. It is a truly beautiful sight to behold. It lifts the spirits and calms the soul. Oh, Tran, as your father figure, nay, your brother figure, nay, your mother figure, I am so very proud of you. By the way, Tran, there's something I want to ask you, just between you and me. Once our work here is done, may I accompany you to your island? I'd be more than happy to help you grow gardens and greenery back home. Do not hesitate to say yes, my boy. And don't leave Pearlfield without speaking to me first, alright? But returning to the matter at hand, hurry up and do what you must. Hurry and do what you must to complete the Deitree. Do not keep us waiting. Look, everyone, the flowers have given the Deitree even more power. Does anyone else feel that? The breeze is getting stronger. Yippee! We did it! The Deitree is complete! Yes, and it's blowing away the ill wind. Life is springing up all around us. It's amazing to think we built something so huge out of nothing. You're really something, Tran. We ain't done yet, though. Someone tells me the old girl's got even more power in the waste in there. Then is it not time to use the water of life to make the Deitree stronger still? Yes, if we could sprinkle the water of life on it, the Deitree's true power would be unleashed. Right, but where are we going to get the leaf of life Tran needs to make it? We can't do anything without that. Here's a thought. If the old builder used that leaf to power up the old Deitree, then maybe the brainy baboon took it when he turned the tree into that spoil spore spewing stump. We owe that beast a beating for what he did to Pastor Al. It seems we'll have no choice but to fight him and win. Huh? Eek! What was that? The enemy's closing in.